The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I've not put the thing in. We're going to start the show. Here it goes. And as Mike Mansfield used to say, cue the music.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we've paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow, I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally like a home. Until tomorrow, you know.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is, guys. This is it. This is it. This is the last show. The last show I'm doing that is a phone-in show from Monday because of, and lots of people have been talking about this, and the press have picked this up, and let's just get this straight once and for all, okay? This week, coming back, there's been some real attitude from callers. There's been a real sense of entitlement from some callers, from some, I would say about 40%, and I've gone home crying after the show. I went home Wednesday, first show back, week and a half away. I went home crying, and I was in bed and I was sobbing, and I was in the fetal position and I was just sobbing, and then it was like I sort of stepped outside of myself and I said, "Why are you crying, boy?" And I said, "Because some of the callers, their attitude and their tone was mean." And then I stopped crying, and it was like, it was like a light went on, and it was like, well, then don't take any callers. Boom. And as soon as I had that thought, it was, the weight lifted from me. Why are you crying? Well, the callers. Well, don't have any callers. The weight lifted from me. So, people getting snarky on Twitter saying, well, it's a phone-in show. Well, it won't be from Monday. It will be a show from Monday. And we will fill it with my thoughts and my chat and my banter. And it'll be a lot of fun. And actually, during the show, I have really been thinking the past 6-7 months that there's not enough me in the show. There's not enough room for me to really talk about the things that I want to talk about and express enough of myself. Can you check that the aircon is on? Because I'm getting a bit hot in this. So from Monday, hashtag mental health, hashtag men's health, hashtag, you can make up many, many hashtags. And I've spoke to my therapist about this, and he said, sure, why not? So from Monday, and I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm crapping my pants, but this is a new direction. I've been doing phone-in radio now for over 20 years, and Monday is going to be a bold new direction. Remember what I like to say? Don't be afraid to fail. When stuff goes well for me, I don't learn anything. But when things go wrong, when I fail, that's when I learn. So I'm really excited about this new direction, this kind of bold step. I think it's going to be a really positive thing for me on a personal level. Because, mental health and looking after myself and, the people are worried that I'm close to a breakdown. Well, I think by getting rid of the you, I think that's gonna, boundaries. Well, if anyone's been in therapy, boundaries. You need to learn to set boundaries. And, I'm setting a boundary from Monday, and I'm getting a little tingle down the back of my spine, as I talk about it, which means I'm doing something right. I'm learning to trust my my inner child as well. That's my inner child playing with my vertebrae, according to my new therapist. And I'm really learning to trust that. So, from Monday, to protect my sanity, to protect my mind, and to protect my soul, no callers. That's the end of the Iain Lee phone-in show. And instead it just becomes the Iain Lee show. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really thrilled by it, and I really, really hope that you guys will come along for the journey with me. Now, I should stress, it probably won't be as much fun. It probably won't be as much fun, and it might be slightly less interesting. But if you put those two factors to one side, I think we're going to have a great time. So that starts Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, the Iain Lee show. And it's just going to be me talking. Catherine will be joining me in the studio. Isn't that right, Catherine?
I am, yes.
And we're really going to be able to kind of get into the darker recesses of my brain. Honestly, when I come in here, you just get kind of the edges of the brain. We're really going to be able to go deep. So tonight is kind of a farewell show of sorts. If you're a regular caller, if you've never called me, well, now's the time. Phone up, take part in the last ever Iain Lee phone-in show, and say your piece. You can talk about anything you want. There's nothing in the papers. I went and saw Ready Player One today, which is a great film, saw it in 3D. And no spoilers, but after she has the session with the therapist, she goes to leave the hospital, and actually she's in the psychiatric hospital. That's the only spoiler I'm going to give. So we can talk about that. We can talk about this documentary I saw the other day called Wild Wild Country. Or you can talk about absolutely anything you want to talk about. It's going to be one of those shows as we bid adieu, bon voyage. What do they do? It's one of the darker countries. I think it's India. What they do is when someone dies, this is it. I think it's India, or maybe it's Africa. One of those two countries. When they die, what they do is they get the body and they put it on a boat. They put the body on like a little, sort of like a canoe, but not made out of fiberglass, made out of wood. and they put kindling and all that, kind of shit on there. And then what they do is they cover it in lighter fluid, the dead man, and they set fire to it and they push it out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is it Africa? I think it's Africa or
Vikings,
India.
you thinking? The funeral pyre.
Were the Vikings black?
No.
These are definitely... No. And they pushed them out on a boat.
Yeah, the Vikings.
At sunset. No. There was... I've definitely seen... Definitely seen someone black doing it.
Really?
I think so. Anyway, it's a metaphor. And that's what we're doing with the show tonight. The show is on a wicker... Is on a wooden canoe. We're dousing it in lighter fluid, and we are going to set fire to it, and we're going to push it out and watch it. And here we go. Here it comes. Here come the tweets, right? Iain Lee and acid-tongued Steve Allen have something in common, both not taking phone calls, should not be permitted on talk radio shows. Well, why don't you just get stuffed? Why don't you get stuffed? It's talk. It's a talk radio show. It's not a phone-in radio. It'd be whatever I want it to be. Jog on.
We didn't say who was talking.
Exactly. So, if you want to push out...
It's not text radio.
...the burning corpse of our past together, give us a call, 0344 499 1000. Won't be saying that from Monday. This is the late-night alternative. At the moment... It's a phone-in show. Won't be for much longer. This is Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
OK, for the last time ever for this show, I mean, you can still phone in that stupid woman who does the breakfast show. I don't remember her name. But for me, it's the last one. We say bon voyage, adieu. It's getting a little bit tense on Twitter. Just be nice, guys. Please be nice. I've got it now. Thank you, Sam. Please be nice. I've disabled chat on Periscope because there are just so many horrible people there. If you want to chat, you can go to youtube.com/rabbithole and you can chat there. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. First cab off the rank. Good evening, Alan.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Alan. What's wrong, mate?
It's all my fault.
What's your fault, mate?
Really, you're having no call. It's all my fault.
Do you know what? It actually isn't. It's not all your fault. No, it's not all your fault.
I feel as if it is.
Well, tell me why, Alan.
Because all the years I've called you...
Yes?
From asking for the topics at the start of the show when you was at the other place...
Yes?
And my general goofiness when it was straight to air...
Yes?
I feel as if the fun has been sucked out of me.
It's been what? Sorry, what's happened?
The fun has been sucked out of me.
Again, wow, gosh, could you just say that one more time?
The fun has been sucked out of me.
Sucked! Alan, listen, I promise you, buddy, it isn't your fault, okay? It's a lot of other callers. Honestly, mate, it's not your fault. Listen, this is the last time we're going to speak in this sphere. You know, who knows what will happen in the future in regards to other shows and, else and live shows and events. So, this is your last time. I'll tell you what we'll do as well. For the last hour, we'll do Call Straight to Air.
You sure?
Yeah, well, last hour we'll do Call Straight to Air.
You won't find that too stressful.
No. I imagine myself bathed in a white light before I came in. And actually, it's the thing. It actually works.
Yeah.
So, Alan, what would you like to say? What would you like to say, mate?
First of all, what's the topics tonight, Ian?
Well, there's not a lot in the papers, Alan. So we'll talk about the film I saw today called Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Talk about a documentary I saw called Wild Wild Country.
Was it on BBC Two?
It was on Netflix.
Yeah.
We'll talk about a man doing a really big jigsaw.
Well, with my dad. He's into jigsaws.
Is he? Yeah, before we do that, though, here's something I found out today, right?
Yeah.
You might know this. Hang on, let me go to Catherine first. Catherine.
Yeah.
What's Danny... This is not a joke. What is Danny Dyer's daughter called?
Danny Dyer.
Her name's Danny Dyer.
They spelled Danny differently.
That is so messed up. And I can never remember... I can never remember which one I'm supposed to be knocking one out to. So I just have both of them there in front of me. And
It's a really tricky one.
And that's just weird.
Well, no, but you got to remember, one's in the Queen Vic.
Yeah.
That's her dad.
Right. Well, I know which one's which. I just don't remember which one I fancy.
Well, I think it's the female Danny that I fancy.
Okay. Well, Dan, Alan, it's been great talking to you, mate, and I promise you, it's got nothing to do with you, and it's not your fault.
It's not entirely your fault.
It's not your fault that we're not taking calls from Monday, okay, mate?
It's been a pleasure and a privilege, and thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. It's totally Alan Caddick's fault that we're not taking calls anymore. If you want to find him online, troll him, it's like 85% his fault.
Don't let him slide into your DMs.
No. God, I just, for the 2 years I've been here, I've been thinking, how the hell do we circumnavigate, Caddick's girth? And the only way I could think of was to not take callers anymore. Let's go to, lots of new callers. Oh, this is nice. Hello, Claire.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kat.
Hello, Claire.
Claire, what would you like to say on this show of shows, this last show of phone calls?
Well, that's the thing. I'm first-time caller and possibly a last-time.
Well, this is what, if I want people to, if people have never phoned me before, I want them to phone up and say, long-time listener, last-time caller. In fact, everybody can say that. Everyone, phone up, long-time listener, last-time caller. That's what we're doing tonight.
Indeed. And I must say, Alan sounded more morose than usual, didn't he?
He's a very strange. His wiring is very, very strange, isn't it?
Yes, bless him.
Yep.
But my question to you was, I'm coming to see you at the Bill Murray on June the 3rd.
Oh, yes.
And I wondered whether the no-call thing, how would that work with the Rabbit Hole show?
Well, here's the thing. We're doing a Rabbit Hole on Sunday, and people can call up for that. People can phone in for that, definitely. Sunday night, 6 till 8. People are more than welcome to call in for that. And I'll tell you why. Because we don't get that many calls when we do the Rabbit Hole, but also Catherine is kind of more in control of that whole scenario. So this Sunday, we can do some calls. And in June, I've got, this is the thing, we've booked the Bill Murray in London for June to try and do a TV show, right? We've got to film the opening titles. But what we're going to do this Sunday, because it needs a shed load of, it needs good Wi-Fi. So what we're going to do this Sunday is we're going to do a normal Rabbit Hole and record, for about an hour and 45 minutes, Rabbit Hole stuff. But we're also going to be testing out 3 cameras as well to see if 3 cameras can be streamed on YouTube. So you guys can watch it on the YouTube channel. There you go. And you can people can call in and stuff, definitely.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. Don't be sad. Honestly, it's a bold new venture. We are heading into uncharted territories. The first phone-in show on British radio to go from, don't forget, and this is absolutely true, I don't know how long you've been listening, Claire, but
Well, a long time. I've followed you for many years, and this is the first time I've been brave enough to ring in.
Well, then you will know then that this show, about a year ago, broke the world record for the number of phone calls to a 3-hour phone-in show. We got 167 phone calls to a lot. So some shows don't even get 129 listeners. We had 167 calls, and this is the first time this has ever happened. A record-breaking show, record-breaking for the number of calls, has decided to drop all of the calls. We are world leaders, we are innovators, and you mark my words, more and more shows are going to be copying us soon. I promise you.
Well, you might break that record tonight, I think, if,
could be.
I was a bit worried about you saying that's it. So I thought, right, I'm going to ring you and speak to you. And it's been a pleasure. And I think you're absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Claire. I love you. You're my favourite. I wish you'd called more. Loads of calls here if you're waiting. Please be patient. We will get to you. Good evening, Steve.
Hello.
Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Hello, Steve.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
No. Long-time listener, last-time caller.
Oh, that's the one, yeah. I did write it down.
That's
I
all right.
Be wrong.
Don't worry.
Right. I promised myself I'll never ring you because you know what they say about meeting heroes and stuff like that.
Well, I don't know if they say never phone your heroes. I think they say don't meet your heroes. Although, but to be honest, every hero I've met,
it's been okay.
They've been awesome, actually. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Catherine.
Apart from one.
Go on.
Jardine.
I wouldn't call Al Jardine, the rhythm guitarist from the Beach Boys, a hero.
You would have if you hadn't been.
No, I wouldn't call him a hero. I'd call him, a bit of a legend, but I wouldn't, no, Jardine's not a hero. No. That's stretching the, already quite stretched term, anyway. And also, if they say don't meet your heroes, right, supposing you're in a burning building and you're gonna die, right, and then the fireman comes through the window, well, that's your hero.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve, you know where I'm going with this, and you go, oh God, no, I can't meet you. You're my hero. And he goes, all right then. And then you burn to death.
See you later.
Aren't you going to feel stupid?
Big time.
Yeah, big time.
They haven't thought that through, have they?
The firemen haven't, no. And that's why I think they should get less pay.
So who would your fireman be then?
Who would my fireman be? I'd like one of those, what do they call them? Fire ladies. I'd like a fire lady. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd like it to be a police lady, because as you know, Catherine, the police lady look really gets me working overtime.
Oh, dear.
Well, I know, but...
I find the police ladies, I'm going to say this, Steve, and I don't mean to demean the excellent work they do supporting their male colleagues. I find the police lady look so horny.
But,
Yep.
Can I inject a little bit of reality here?
Yeah.
In an inferno scenario, that is a lot of polyester.
Yeah.
Not practical. You might just have to hold off.
It's fireproof polyester, though.
All right, in that case, my fireman would be Kurt Russell from Backdraft.
I'd have Robson or Jerome.
Okay, well, they were soldiers. They weren't firemen.
They can double up.
Well, okay.
During the
Hang on a
firefighters
second.
strike, the
Hang on.
soldiers go in.
George from London's Burning.
Right, hang on a minute. So you're saying that soldiers can double up, but you want to double up with Robson and Jerome?
Literally, soldiers do double up. So,
okay. Steve, you've taken us down a very murky, very murky corridor.
Anyway,
yes.
Anyway,
yeah.
Look, I wasn't never gonna call you because I just love listening to you. Blah 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 blah. I have done from day dot, I think.
Yeah.
But gonna go a little bit geeky now. Is that all right?
Yeah, go on. Right,
I'm in my man shed at the minute.
Yeah.
Building an arcade machine.
Oh, you good boy.
I've tweeted you a few times, I think, about I'm building a retro arcade machine.
Yes.
And I've got literally every single... You know with the Raspberry Pi?
Yeah.
I've literally got every single emulator from Atari all the way up to PS1.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it now in the shed because I've got a thing on Sunday with people coming around. So I'm trying to do all that. So, you would love this machine. It's got every single game from Pong to... Oh, my God, I don't know. What games do you remember on the Commodore 64?
Well, okay, listen. For first things first, they brought out a new Commodore 64. It's called a Commodore Mini, right?
I've seen it, yeah.
I've got it, mate.
Have you?
Oh, I've got it! Oh, I've got my hands on one!
What are you playing?
I.O. Playing a lot of I.O. when I was in Wales. It's a beautiful, beautiful little bit of kit. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, no, I like these. Do it. Build yourself an arcade machine and play games. Defender for me. It's got to be Defender. Defender's one of the greatest arcade games of all time.
It's I didn't call in because you said it's the last call-in show.
Yes.
And I've suffered with the D.
Yes.
And the massive anxiety and everything. And seriously, people have said it before, but you have helped me. You've helped me through a lot of things and telling a lot of people at work and stuff like that. And I've been through a lot of stuff at work.
Yeah.
And no one believed me. They thought I was all mucking about.
Yeah, of course.
Massively mucking about and just think I was a pain in the bum because of the drugs that I'm on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's just been an absolute nightmare. But
yeah, go on.
I'm through the other side now.
Here we go. You see, that's well done. Cool. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm just changing my job soon, so it's really good for me. And I don't understand all these haters on Twitter and everything. I don't get all that stuff. I don't get it.
No.
Life's too short.
Life is too short, isn't it? Sometimes it feels like it's too long. I mean, if you're listening to some of our callers, I mean, last night it felt like
no, they're all brilliant. They're all brilliant in their own way.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve, nice to talk to you, brother. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, brilliant. Keep up with everything. You and Kath are brilliant. I had tickets for your show, but I couldn't go. But you retweeted my thing that I put, and someone bought my tickets, and someone else enjoyed it.
All right, I'm going to cut you off now.
Yes, thank
you. There we go. 0344 499 1000. This is the last ever phone-in show we do in this slot. 0344 499 1000. The late night alternative with Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Let's go to Dom. Good evening, Dom.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Hello, Dom. What you got for us?
Not too bad. Long time listener, last time caller.
Thank you very much. Well done, well done. You got the script right.
Yeah, there was just, I thought, last chance, I thought, there's a question I wanted to ask you for ages, so I will.
Go
on. What's the best non-personalised licence plate you've ever seen?
Oh, well, I like the ones. It's funny you should say that, because I saw one today. Sometimes you see them, right, and it sort of looks like someone's name.
It might be personalised, yeah.
Yeah, but it isn't. But so I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of an example. All right, okay. So it was something like Sean, right? The guy that owned it was obviously called Sean, right? So it was like I don't know. I don't even know a number. It was like S-E. I don't know, but and they moved the letters along a bit to bunch them up.
Yeah,
to make it look like a name. I did see one yesterday, and I was thinking about that. That's a brilliant question.
Yeah, because my favourite one ever is SH03.
Hang on, let me go right. So SH03
FET.
FET.
So it looks like shoe and then feet a bit.
Yeah.
But then I thought it was like shoe fet. So it'd be like say you like say you accuse someone of a crime, and then they said, "How dare you say that?" And you could go, "Well, if the shoe fet."
Well, I mean, I thought you were going to go like a pervert, a shoe fetishist.
I thought it was if the cap fits.
I'm too, asinine.
It is if the cap fits.
Yeah.
It is. She's right.
Well, if the shoe fit.
No, it's not. The saying is, if the cat fits, then wear it. That's the saying. Is that the saying? That
Something
feel
like that.
Right?
The shoe fit is Cinderella. Isn't it?
Am I thinking? Am I confusing different idioms then?
Please don't call Catherine an idiom. That's no need for that.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
There's no need for that.
Personal.
Not on your last ever call.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, number plates. Why do we have them? We have them. Well, I know exactly why we have them. It's so people can.
I have another question for you, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I just watched it tonight. Have you ever seen the new documentary Frank Zappa on Eat That Question?
Yeah, didn't we go to a screening of that like a year ago?
Yeah, and before that we went to the wrong screening.
Oh, we went and saw Bob the Cat.
Well, we saw the first 10 seconds before we realised it was that.
Yeah, we saw that. That was like a year ago we saw a screening of that. Has it finally come out?
Well, it's on DVD. I just got it, but so I think it did the like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's good. That I like a bit of Zappa.
I just thought right at the end it was
sad.
Quite point. Yeah,
he's conducting it. He's conducting for ages, isn't he? And then
with
he
his
dies.
eyes shut.
Yeah,
And
lost in the music.
It's the idea that this really cynical guy who's always got this facade up, and in that moment you can see there's something underneath. The true him comes out.
I do like Zappa, but everything from about 1976 onwards was pony. Once
Joe's Garage came out in '79. That's all right.
Yeah, once he started doing jazz. Hang on a second. Can I play my favourite Frank Zappa song? Listen, it's 2 minutes 39. Can you stay there for 2 minutes 39, Dom?
Certainly can. I
want to play you my favourite Frank Zappa song. Hang on, stay there. This is we're getting niche now, guys. How do I work this computer? All right, here we go. Listen to this. We're getting niche now. Listen to this. This is a song. Listen to this ending. And guys, that was Zappa being pop.
Wow.
That was his pop career. That's a song in it, Dom.
Well, there aren't really enough songs like that talk about, the vicissitudes of the economic cycle when he talks about recession and depression.
Oh, mate, that album, what is that album called? It's the one with the big sofa in space. That whole album is just... that's the one that's got Dynamo Hum on it. Do you know that song?
No. Dynamo Hum's on Overnight Sensation.
Oh, it's dang on. Did you just tell me Dynamo Hum's not on... No, that's One Size Fits All I'm looking at. Is Dynamo Hum on Dynamo Hum, Dynamo Hum?
Dynamo Hum's on Overnight Sensation.
Is it? Do you know that?
The two albums are sort of seen as, the same sort of era, along with Apostrophe.
Hang on a second. We're having a Zappa moment. Let's just indulge me for a second. We won't play all 6 minutes of Dynamo Hum, but we'll just get to the joke. We'll get to the...
Couldn't say where she's coming from, but I just met a lady named Dynamo Hum. She strolled on over and said, look here, bum, I got a $40 bill, say you can't make me come.
There we go, you see, that's where he's going with that. Very race, and the whole song is about him taking that bet on. Here's the thing about Frank Zappa. He wasn't into drugs, was really anti-drugs, but was a bit of a pervert. Loved...
He definitely was, yeah.
One more. Just indulge me. Well, this one's clean, I promise you, and I've not heard this for a long time, and I used to have this one on CD single, so just bear with me.
Valley girl, she's a valley girl. Valley girl, she's a valley girl. All day long, for sure. She's a valley girl in a clothing store. All day long, for sure. She's a...
Like, oh my god!
Valley girl.
Like, totally!
Valley girl.
And Cino's like so bitchin'.
Valley girl.
There's like the Galleria.
Valley girl.
And like all these like really great shoe stores. I like love going to like clothing stores and stuff. I like buy the neatest mini skirts and stuff. It's like so bitchin' because like everybody's like super, super nice. It's like so bitchin'. Like,
Valley Girl.
On that,
yeah.
Did you ever do like phoning on songs that led to a movie spin-off? Because there was a Valley Girl film as a result.
As a result? Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Mate, what a show to go out on. Songs that had a movie spin-off, or songs that were going to have a movie spin-off, because I know loads that that Wooden Ships, the song by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, they were going to make a movie of that. But they never got round to it. What other songs did they make a movie out of?
Yeah, because I've never seen the Valley Girl one. I know Nicolas Cage is in it. I just know they came after the song. But
in that case, it must be absolutely brilliant. Dom, thank you very much for that. We've gone down a Frank Zappa tip. 03444991000. George, stay there. You'll be next. And we've got Zach, Duncan, Gatford, Mark, Jack, Simon, Lee, Ray and Sol. The switchboard is full, but we've got one line free. If you want to come and get it now, this is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Someone reminded me Convoy was a song before it was a movie. Great film. You've not seen it. Chris Christopherson, Ali McGraw, Ernest Borgnine, and here's the thing, directed by Sam Peckinpah. You know, directed all these wonderful violent films, and he directs Convoy. Such a great movie. Such a great movie.
So that's inspired by a song about Lambada.
Yeah, well, yeah. There were two Lambada films. Did you know this? There was one. Here's the thing. I think I've got this right. Someone can back me up on this, right? I watched a brilliant documentary about the two Israeli brothers who started, I'm going to say Canon Films, right, in the 80s. Might be the wrong company, but and they released really crap low-budget films, but would make loads of money. So there was lots of Chuck Norris, they made Superman 4, stuff that would make money, right? And they made a load of money. And then, early 90s, these two brothers were working together for years and years and made millions. They had a big argument. It's not no, is it Golem and Globus? Was it Golem and Globus? Anyway, it might be Golem and Globus. So they split, right? But they both, before they split, they wanted to make a Lambada movie, right? This is true.
Why wouldn't you?
This is a great documentary about this, right? So they split, right? Now here's the thing. What's the Lambada song? Right. But it's not called the Lambada, I don't think. Anyway, one of them owned the Lambada song. One of them owned the name Lambada. Right? So, 2 movies came out at almost exactly the same time, and one of them, I don't know which one. One of them was a massive success, and the other one was a flop. And I can't remember if it was the one that was called Lambada, but didn't have the song in it, or if it was the one that had the song in it, but wasn't called Lambada. It's a true story. It's a true story. But I would say that was a film based on a dance.
The Forbidden Dance.
Well, a very, very sexy dance. Let's go to George. Good evening, George.
Good evening, Ian, Catherine.
Hello, George.
Hello.
How you doing, George? How are you feeling today on this beautiful Friday evening? It was a light evening, strolled into work. How are you doing, fella? You well?
I'm not too bad.
Good.
Got a bit wet. I lost my umbrella somewhere. Got wet.
I like getting wet. Honestly, I love, as long as it's not like soaking wet and I'm off to work or something, I love being wet in the rain. I love it.
Do you?
Yeah. It's refreshing, healing. British. It's British. British weather, the rain.
I'm devastated to hear you're not going to be taking any calls. How many days do you think this is going to last for?
Well, my contract has been extended for another 2 years.
Yeah, well, maybe. You know, I call myself an apprentice prophet, so yes. I give you 2 days maximum.
Wow, George! That sounds like a bet to me. Listen, now we spoke briefly last night, and I said we come on earlier tonight, and we'll talk more about this event that you've got happening on April the 14th in Camden in North London. Now, tell me where exactly is it again, George?
It's the MAP Studio Cafe, 46 Grafton Road. It's sort of between Camden Town and Kentish Town.
And it's called the MAC, M-A-C?
No, M-A-P.
M-A-P, the MAP. Okay, yeah. And it's on the 14th of Saturday the 14th of April, the 33rd anniversary of the last, I don't know if it was the last one, but of an event you tried to do in Camden, 33 years ago, that being the anniversary. What time does it kick off?
7 o'clock. It's gonna, the first hour I'm gonna use some film footage and some tape footage to tell the story of the last 33 years.
Oh, beautiful.
And I'm really looking forward to it. And it's all a bit dreamy for me, just having spent 33 years trying to set a peaceful revolution in motion. I'm confident that on that day I'm finally going to be able to do so.
Yep.
It's going to be a big day, but it's not a big venue, so there won't be that many people at the venue, but there'll be a few music bands because we'll be launching the Wonder Party, and the Wonder Party is going to be made up of music bands, and each band will become its own party and get its own members. But all together, we'll be campaigning for a future world of wonders.
Wouldn't that be nice? And I don't know anyone. And I heard you talking to Dotton yesterday.
Did you?
No, of course. My radio only picks up talk radio. And I heard that other gentleman who I've got a lot of time and respect for, kind of ignoring your invitation and being slightly dismissive. How can you argue with anyone who wants to get rid of all politicians and create a world of wonder? How can you argue with that? It's beautiful.
I think it is too.
Of course it is.
It's just what I'm being made to imagine, essentially creating a a virtual intelligence, a virtual God that has all the money in the world.
Yep.
And looks after everybody in the world, guarantees that nobody in the world can be poor, and it's just not that difficult to imagine. And I see it starting here in London, and going back to where I started in 1984 when I entered the political arena. I created a party that I called Captain Rainbow's Universal Party, and Captain Rainbow is my name for our creator. And I do suppose that our creator has a wicked sense of humour, and the joke is on all of us, because I'm sure that we all share a great destiny ahead of this life that we're being made to endure. And
I'm just trying to find a message, because someone tweeted me. I've had so many tweets there. Here we go, from Chris. Listen to this. A constant in my tiptoe through talk shows has been Rainbow George. This was before you came on. This was a while ago he sent this. All through the years, he's just always there, like a comfort blanket. A friend of Peter Cook. He encouraged the Sven prank calls. Lovely to hear him last night. Hope he calls tonight. People out there love you, man, and I hope you feel that love.
Only from you. You are a very different radio presenter. I mean, the first phone-in radio presenter that I talked to was Mike Dickin, and I had just a total of 5 conversations with him. But in the first one, he said to me, I don't think we're ready for you yet, George. I think you've been born ahead of your time.
Yeah.
And he was right.
He was right. And you know, fair play. I've phoned Mike a few times and wound him up. Very easy to wind that big tiger up. But, you know, his health was in question, unfortunately, towards the end. That was the problem. But
Did you managed to tune into the second call I did to him?
God, no! You did tell me to, and I did, and I promised I would, and I didn't. Look,
Rainbow George into the Mystic. If you just Google on YouTube,
I will have a look. There's a lot going on at the moment. So
that would be brilliant if you could play
Hang
that
on.
call.
You want it now. You're going to get it now. Hang on a second.
Am I?
Hang on a second. Let's find it. Let's get the internet. Rainbow
George
into the Mystic. Let's see what comes up. Here we go. Calling Mike Dickin on Capital Radio. Flipping it. 1985. Here we go. This is it. Hang on. Starts off quietly. I'm guessing.
I want everyone that knows me to say on tape, which I think that is that taping? Is that going around?
A little bit.
A little bit. I want everyone I know to say they think I'm star-raising bonkers.
That's the worst quality thing I've ever heard in my life. We can't play that on a national DAB broadcasting. I'll have a listen to it. And pick the select bits.
Peter Cook was just about to come in.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on.
No, we're not going to fall into that trap.
Although you have probably forgotten, it is now time for you to wake up, tune in to the Rainbow Connection.
We're going to talk. I love it. I love it. George, listen, April the 14th, the MAP, 46 Grafton Road at 7 p.m. in Camden. I'm going to be there. I know that a bloke called Dredge is going to turn up. You'll like Dredge. He's got a good soul. And I'm sure one or two others listening to this will be popping along, George, and I cannot wait to shake your hand, sir.
You're taking phone calls, aren't you going to have guests on your programme?
Yeah, we could get you on as a guest. There we go. That's our way round it. We'll get you on as a guest.
An hour with Rainbow George.
I'm up for that. Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, come on. That would be so sweet.
We'll do it.
Lovely.
Dude, we will do it. George, listen, I've got to go. It's lovely to talk to you, mate. Speak soon.
All the best.
Take care. Bye-bye. 03444991000. Let's quickly go. Let's squeeze in. We've not had enough women. Let's go to. There we go. Let's go to Vinny. Good evening, Vinny.
Hello. I'm not a woman. Honestly, I'm not a woman.
Okay, Vinny. Well, it's nice to talk to you. What have you got for us?
Listen, I have a confession to make. I stole your pencil from your 11 o'clock studio.
From my 11 o'clock studio, yes?
Yeah, back in 1999?
Sure, why not? Let's carry on with this as the advert's only 70 seconds away. Yes?
Okay, well, I was going to go to see a show at the ITV studios.
Yes.
In the South Bank.
Yes.
Which was, the Paul Kay show, Perfect World.
Okay, yes.
Do you remember Perfect World?
I don't remember Perfect World with Paul Kay, no.
No, it was rubbish.
Okay.
Anyway, we went along the corridors of the ITV studio.
Yes.
Towards this show of Perfect World.
Yes.
We ended up at the Gimme 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 set.
Wow, the 90s. The 90s were in full
Yeah,
force.
man. Yeah, it was a Gimme Gimme set, right?
Yes,
And it was a whole set, and we walked in and we had to sit there in the studio audience of the Gimme 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 set.
Yes.
And
then you stole my pencil.
No, they just had a TV, a massive TV, showing Perfect World.
Oh,
because it wasn't pre-recorded in front of us through the audience. It was basically we all sat there watching the TV.
Yes,
and we had to laugh.
Oh,
canned laugh.
I've done. Yes. I saw the
sorry.
Tony Farino show that way by sitting in a bar and watching it. Anyway, where's this going?
Anyway,
it's going there. That's why we're not having phone calls from Monday, because just long, rambling, incoherent stories that are dull. I'm not going to give out the phone number because there's, adverts.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Gold sun rolls around, chocolate nipple brown, tumble from your arms like the ground. Your breasts swell and awake from sleep. Hairs will kick and leap, flowers climb erect, smiling from the moist kiss of her rainbow mind. Stay tuned into
Any other Easter songs? Jesus! Any other Easter songs? No. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the late night alternative on Talk Radio or on DAB. You can download the app, or you can go and listen to us online. You can watch the show. You can watch on Periscope, but there are so many mean people on Periscope. I have disabled and will forever disable the chat on Periscope. So you can watch it on Periscope. You can't chat on there. If you want to chat, go to youtube.com/rabbit hole. Subscribe and look for the live video. It's the last phone-in show we're ever doing here. So people are phoning in, they're chatting about all kinds of bits and pieces, and it's a full switchboard, so I'm not going to give out the phone number. Good evening, Russ.
Hi, Ian. What about Frank Zappa's Easter Hay?
Okay, fine. There are 2 songs about Easter.
Well, is Frank Zappa, you mean?
No. What? Sorry? Hello? Hang on, what?
Yeah, sorry. Easter Hay. Maybe a couple more words. But I prefer Andy and San Bernardino from One Size Fits All. Absolutely fantastic music.
San Bernardino, it's a great song, yes. And if people say this show is too niche, and people say that this show really isn't mainstream enough, guys, we're talking about San Bernardino by Frank Zappa.
Oh, come on, Ian, play it now.
I've just played a song. I'm not playing a song now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. What about Disco Boys, Zootalaws?
Okay, I'm not. Yes, you're now just naming songs.
Yes, and what's wrong with that?
Okay, it's dull. Let's go to Ahmed. Good evening, Ahmed.
Hello, Ian. I just wanted to run something by you because my mate was saying that I was being a bit grumpy, but I thought, no, I'm going to write this.
Okay, go on.
So earlier this week, I'm calling up to the vet because I've got to book my cat in for his injections.
Okay.
And then the guy goes, all right, then we've got Friday. I was like, brilliant, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Then he just goes, oh, it's Good Friday. Haven't you got any plans? Then I just go, instinctively, no. Then I think, hang on a minute, mate, that's a bit too familiar. No, you can't be asking me, I don't know you. Do you think that's stepping the line? But I was telling my mate, and he was like, no.
Hang on a minute. Right, hang on a minute. So you're booking an appointment.
Yeah.
And you book it for Friday.
Yeah.
And
he suggested Friday.
He says Friday, and then he says, "Oh, Good Friday. What? Haven't you got anything planned?" And you got a cob on.
Well, I didn't get a cob on. I just took me by surprise. I was just like,
it's a delightful conversation opener. He was being friendly. He was being warm. He was being delightful. No, I think you're a miserable git.
What's your problem, Ahmed?
His problem is he ain't got nothing planned for Easter, and that makes him a loser. That makes him a loser. It was rubbing salt into an open wound.
I'm a bit of a grump. I mean, my mates always tell me that I'm a grump. But I think I've just had enough of Manx. You know what? I've been up here for about 6 years, and I think I love Manx and I love Manchester.
Careful, mate.
No, wait, hang on. You will admit they have a problem with giving their opinion, even though you didn't ask for it.
Can I give mine?
I'm sticking out of this. Go on.
Do you know where I'm from?
You sound northern.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Can I give you my opinion? I'm not gonna wait for the answer because I'm Mancunian.
Yeah, but come on, it'll be all right. So I do security. I'm a bouncer in Old Money, and I work in town. And you always get a load of mates trying to give you their opinion about my job, and it's like just because their mates, brothers, uncles, dad, or whatever did something in security years ago, then that makes them an expert.
How do you know Uncle Bill?
And it would always have a prefix of what part of Manchester they're from.
Aren't you talking about?
I'm from Moss Side. I'll tell you what. I'm from Gorton. I'll tell you what. I don't care, mate.
Aren't you just talking about? It's not really Manx that you've got a problem with. It's knobheads in queues trying to get into clubs.
Well, I just think knobheads in general.
All right. Well, I think. Go on.
I was going to say, just moving before I go, I just wanted to ask. So I'm only just new to this show. I mean, I've been following you for a while, Ian.
All right, mate.
But as that young girl used to call you, Vinny, has she called up recently? Because I haven't heard her for ages.
We just had a Vinny impersonator calling up, but I think the real Vinny, is dead.
Oh right, that's a shame.
Unless this is you and your balls have dropped. No.
No.
Thanks very much for calling. Let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Hello.
Hello.
Pip, pip, what kind of cake?
Hey, long-time listener, last-time caller.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to say...
Yes.
You're the diamond geezer.
Yes, I am.
I could high-five you. I couldn't find a ladder, you know.
There we go, thank you. There we go. I like this guy, he's tiny.
That's all I really, really, so let's get from there.
All right, thank you very much indeed. Let's go to Jack. Good evening, Jack.
Hello.
Jack is my hero, okay, because Jack has been online. A lot of nasty people out there laughing at me because of what happened yesterday, and I don't even want to talk about what happened yesterday. I had to go to the doctors today because I woke up. Get this, Jack. I woke up.
Yeah.
I couldn't get out of bed. I could not get out of bed. I was lying on my back, and I just couldn't move. And, hang on, and my ankle was knackered. Eventually, I managed to get up, and I went to the doctors where you just walk in. I was in there waiting for an hour and a half, and I went in, and he gave me some painkillers and this neck brace, and basically just said, "You've knackered your back from the fall." So I've all day I've been, and I've not even been banging on about it on Twitter. I've kept that bit private and bit secret. But all day I've had trolls and rude and bullies belittling me, and Jack was the only person that made a video telling the trolls where to go. The only person brave enough to put his head above the parapet and make a video. So thank you, Jack. You're a hero.
Yeah. But I was just sitting down, and minute after minute I was looking at my iPad thinking, they're picking on Iain. They're picking on Iain. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this.
Yep.
That's it. Okay, I've got to tell these people to shut their mouths. I've had enough of it.
Yep. And
it reminded me a lot of that video that young lad did about leave Britney alone. You know, sometimes, you can never be too big to be defended by the little people. And that was beautiful.
Yeah.
And he sent me an email, which I didn't reply to because I can't bother to reply to emails. No. But thank you. You are a good man, Jack. You've got a good soul and a good spirit.
Yeah. Thank you. Iain, I've got some bad news.
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
My mum's just shouted on me. I'm going to have to go, but it's been...
Oh, no.
It's been nice talking to you.
Jack, it's been great talking to you, buddy, and maybe in another life... I'm going to miss you, man.
Yeah. See you later, Iain.
That was
Godspeed,
emotional.
Jack. Godspeed.
That was emotional and that was heartfelt, actually. Okay, we've got some lines free for the first time this evening. This is Talk Radio, yeah.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Getting trolled on Twitter. Right, Yvonne. Right, on Twitter. I do not understand why a person on a phone-in show refuses to take calls. It makes a nonsense of the whole thing. Right, Yvonne. It will not be a phone-in show. Don't you understand? Do they take calls on the Archers? That's that solved. And, Issy says, you should have stayed in the well, no one will miss you. Well, I replied, well, where would I go to, where would I have toileted? And Ben's upset because I did a your mum joke. There was something between me and her, and it wasn't you. Now go away. And mute. Right, let's do some of these calls. Let's go to Tim. Good evening, Tim.
Hello, Iain. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Tim.
When are you going to drop this act, Iain? Iain,
hang on a minute, Tim, hang on a minute. Your phone signal is all over the shop here. So try again.
Hello?
That's better. Right, don't move from where you are. You're going in and out. Go on. So I can hear what you're saying. Try again.
Iain, when are you going to drop this act?
Your phone keeps going in and out, man.
Okay, well, you're still becoming a nasty person.
I'm still becoming a what?
A nasty person.
Okay. Are you on speakerphone?
I'm not on speakerphone, no.
Right. Are you on crap phone? Because I keeps going in and out, mate. This is the worst phone line I've heard.
Can you hear me now?
Because you were on speakerphone, weren't you?
I know, I'm on speakerphone now.
Oh, this is the first time speakerphone has ever sounded better. Okay, yeah, fine. Stay on speakerphone. Yes, go.
When are you going to drop this act, mate? Because you're starting to sound really nasty. I've just been looking at some of the stuff you've been writing on Twitter about saying about you and people's mums and stuff like that as well. It's not natural. It's not you.
Oh, Tim, for crying out loud, boy! Your mum jokes have been going for 40 years. If you ask me a question, you've asked me a question. Have the decency and indeed the good manners to listen to the answer. If you shouldn't be phoning me up saying that that me doing your mum jokes is bad. You should be phoning up saying me doing your mum jokes is old. That's the criticism that would not bear much scrutiny. Not that it's offensive. For goodness sakes, Timothy.
Well, just reading some of the comments, you don't know what people. You don't even know these people have mums anymore.
Oh, for Tim.
Tim.
The pulling out my mum's dead card is the lame. Tim, right? Your mum jokes have been going for years and years and years. If that's the best criticism you've got,
surprised
boy.
you don't want any more people to ring in your show, Ian, to be fair, because...
Here we go. Here comes the tone, and I'm going to let you stay, but I've got a feeling Tim's going to put the phone down before I do. I've got a feeling. It's Tim's phoning up. Tim's phoning up to tell me off for being nasty when I've been nothing but sweetness and light, and then within 30 seconds he gets a bit mean. Tim, go on, away you go. Have your pop, buddy. Go on.
No, I just think you need to relax, Ian. You need to chill out. You need to relax.
I'm very relaxed. I've got a candle. I bought a scented candle yesterday, and I meditated next to it.
I thought you were down a well and the police used our taxpayers' money to take you to work.
Yeah, that didn't take all day, did it, Tim, you absolute bellend? That was me. Well, you are a bellend, though, Tim. You're a bellend. Because you're phoning up. You can't. Your phone keeps chopping in. Your phone keeps chopping in and out. You've got terrible. Tim, you've asked me a question. Let me answer it. You've got terrible phone signal. You've made up stuff about me being aggressive, and you haven't yet given an actual example. I've helped you by giving you an example, me calling you a bellend, and you're just ill-mannered. You're just ill-mannered and uncouth. And you're the reason. People like you, Tim. It's people like you, Tim, that have ruined it for everybody else. You're people like you that come on here and think you can bully me, think you can belittle me, I've not finished, boy. I've not finished. You think you can come on here and belittle me? You think you can come on here and bully me? You think you can come on here and mock me because I fell down a bloody well? Well, you can't, Tim. You don't win. Bullies don't win. Bullies won't win this one, and bullies will never win. I am standing up, and I am saying to all bullies, no, I'm sitting down, but all bullies, you will not beat me. You will not defeat me. I'm an inspiration for all men and women and children out there, telling them that they too can rise above the Twitter trolls, can rise above the telephone trolls, can rise above the Timothy trolls. I am better than you, Tim. I'm a better man. I have a pure spirit. I have a pure heart. I am pure in nature. And you, sir, do not affect me in any way whatsoever.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you got that off your chest, Ian.
Thanks, Tim.
That's okay.
Nice one, man.
Okay, so will you just stop being nasty to people on Twitter? Thanks.
No, I won't.
Okay.
I'm not even being nasty to anyone on Twitter. They're being nasty to me.
Yeah, but it's surely in your situation, you should be able to let that go over your head.
No, and that's your right. Genuinely, that's your problem. Because I'm on the radio.
No.
Let me say, because I'm on the radio, you're saying I should just let people be mean to me and accept it.
Go on celebrity and make yourself public.
No. You're saying because I'm on telly. Tim, listen to me, boy. I've got far more life experience. They can't hear you when I'm talking. They can't hear you. It's the way the computer is made. You're telling me just because I've been on television, I should allow people to be mean to me on Twitter. Incorrect. That's what you're saying. I went on telly and made myself public. That does not make me public property. That does not mean people can be mean to me. That does not give people the right to be nasty to me, Tim. Incorrect.
Nasty to our people back either.
Say that again, because here's the thing. When I'm talking, they can't hear you, Tim.
Stop being nasty to people. On
I'm not
Twitter.
being... No. I'm not being nasty. I'm defending myself. And I will. No, I am. Everyone that I have bitten back, I've bitten back because they started it. I am defending myself, Tim, and you don't understand that. Well, tough.
No,
I am defending myself. I am setting boundaries.
I'm sorry, but making comments, okay, admittedly somebody messages you, you don't like the comment, you start talking about their mum.
Right.
And you can go, oh, mum jokes are old.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be old.
Oh, no, Tim, okay, put the mum thing to one side, because I think that we're not going to agree on that, right? Give me another example where I've been mean.
To Jim Davison the other day.
Oh, for crying out loud, Tim. I thought you were talking about what's going on tonight. Jim Davidson's a horrible old man. He can look after himself.
Well, people may think the same thing about you if you carry on like you are.
What did I do that was mean to Jim Davidson? Go on.
Well, you basically, on TV, you just didn't want to know what he wanted to say.
No, I didn't. And I tell you the mistake I made, and I did apologise to him for this, Tim, if you've been paying attention. Oh, no, you hadn't. Of course not.
No,
I should have taken out his comment before I went on TV. Yeah, that was a mistake, and that was mean of me. Yeah. And I apologise to him for that. Yeah.
Okay, well that's a good.
Well, no. So you've brought up something that's already been resolved. So next one.
No, it's just.
No. That one's. No. That one's already been resolved. I should have taken it out before I went on screen. Yeah, I said that to him. Next one.
Next one, what?
When are you actually going to give me an example of where I've been mean?
Just to people in general.
No. People in general doesn't count. I want examples. So far, you've given me 0. Next.
Well, I can't be on the phone and look at the Twitter feed.
Well, no, but you phoned up. No, but you phoned up to tell me to stop being mean.
Ian, calm down.
You have phoned me up to tell me when I'm talking. They can't hear you, darling. Well, you have phoned me up to tell me to stop being mean. Well, therefore, I would have assumed you'd have some examples of when I've been mean. So far, you've had 0.
Still here, Mr. Stone. What's all that about? Just reading through Twitter at the moment.
Say that again.
I'm just reading your Twitter feed the last couple of hours. Still here, Mr. Stone.
Yes, because he kept tweeting me and I said, still here, Mr. Stone? Yes. What's mean about that?
I don't know, but you put the name in explanation in quote marks.
Oh, that was a typo. That was a typo. You're gonna have a go at me for typos now, for crying out loud? Still here, Mr. Stone? Mean? Oh my God! Listen to you. Still here, Mr. Stone? Someone who's tweeting me quite nasty abuse, and I just asked him, "Are you still here, Mr.?" That's not being mean, Tim. Next one.
That's not being mean, is it? What is it then?
It's me asking, is he still here sending me mean messages? Tim, that's not mean, mate.
Ian, you become a nasty piece of work.
No, I haven't. Yet again, you haven't given me an example of where I've been nasty. Try again. You're scrolling through my Twitter feed right now, desperately trying to come up with some stuff to prove the point that is a false premise. So I give you one more chance, right? 4th chance. Give me an example of where I've been nasty.
Well, I can't off the top of my head.
No, but then don't phone up. Don't phone up and accuse me of being nasty if you have no examples of me being nasty, Tim. Because I'm not nasty. Shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why you shouldn't do that? Shall I tell you why you shouldn't do that? Because that is a very nasty thing to do. That is a very mean thing to do, to accuse someone of something and have no evidence to back it up. You're a nasty person, Tim. Thanks so much for calling.
Sorry.
0344 499 1000 is the phone number. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Yvonne on Twitter keeps calling me out for attention seeking. So I blocked her.
How many has she sent you?
Oh, about 6 or 7.
Notice me.
Good evening, Lee.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Hello.
Well,
yes. Come on.
I'm a bit anxious, I suppose. Been waiting, and
okay.
I thought to myself, "What am I doing?
Yes.
I've never done anything like this before."
Yes.
But I've been aroused into to ringing.
Oh, here we go. This is what we like, yes.
Yes. Because it's crazy. Last week, I was in bed, sleeping. I've suffered half my life with depression.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And but it's what's lucky about it. I've got a great partner, and she stands by me. And I don't class I've got like a real job, as in, like, as I said last week, I was curled up in bed and sleeping probably 20 hours out the day, and the other couple of hours just sitting there, totally not speaking to my wife. But she understands.
Yeah.
And now I'm a little bit hyper.
Uh-oh.
Do
you normally get a little bit hyper, or is the little bit hyper a bit new for you?
No. I do. It's taken me a long time to sort of work out how it works, but there's never a trigger for it happening.
Yeah.
It always catches me out. But as I say, I'm fortunate, as in I've not got a boss, so when I go back to work, nobody knows, and I can put this face on.
Yeah.
Like you do.
We all do, man. We all do. Everyone's doing it. Everyone is putting a face on.
Tiring.
Yeah.
It can be very tiring.
Hey, when you get a bit hyper, because I don't really get hyper, but actually sometimes I've started in the last year or so, sometimes I do get a bit hyper. And what I try and do when I recognise I'm being hyper is I try and like do work. I try and do creative stuff. Now, the problem is, I will then have 6 things going on literally in front of me. I'll have 6 different windows open on the computer doing 6 different things. But I do find it's quite good for being creative and getting things done.
Yes. I do, as I say, when I've been a week in bed and then I come out of it, I have to keep very busy.
Yeah.
I can't be left alone with my own thoughts, which I feel a bit robbed sometimes, because I can't just sit there and think, because it starts getting a bit dark. So the job that I do, I have to have my radio on.
Yeah.
So as I leave for work, I put my little earbuds in.
Yeah.
And I have to have stuff just constantly in my ears to, I don't know, to save me from I don't know. I'm just worried to be left alone with my own thoughts, because they can be quite dark sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, okay. So how do you... Well, obviously, you haven't acted out on, I would imagine, the darkest of thoughts.
No.
So
no.
how do you survive then? How do you... how come you're still here?
To be honest, it's me wife. Unfortunately, about 13 years ago, she broke her ankle.
Oh.
She was working at a bank, you know, we both work, and unfortunately, she just had an accident indoors.
Injured at work?
No, it wasn't at work, but she had an accident indoors she was just, we got a step, she stepped down, and, you know, sometimes she twisted her ankle, and it was all out of shape.
Yeah.
And, I'm one of them people that, as soon as I see it, I just put my hands in the air, run around in circles, not knowing what to do.
She had to sort herself out herself.
No, you know, I didn't want to bother the emergency services, so I took her. I'm a cab driver, a black cab driver, a London taxi driver, and I didn't want to bother the ambulance people, but I could. Her leg was totally It was terrible.
Yeah, I bet.
And so, sorry, Ian, I didn't ring up for this.
It's all right, don't worry. This is how conversations go.
Yeah. So, yeah, when you said, why am I still here?
Yeah.
Because I've been very lucky. We met when we was at school. We've been married 33 years, and I couldn't leave her on her own. Because the thought of her, unfortunately, she's in constant pain. She's got this thing where her leg, it's a nerve problem, and she's had a stimulator fitted inside her body that sends out electrical pulses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Does it help? Don't know. But at the minute, she's coming off morphine. She's been on morphine for 13 years, and every time she went to the doctors, she'd never seen the same doctor twice, and all they done was up the morphine, and now, out the blue, he's getting her off the morphine.
Yeah.
And that's a worry, because she's in pain with the morphine.
Yes. But, the morphine's a powerful, powerful drug.
Yeah.
So where are you now then, Lee? So what's your current situation, Lee?
Well, I suppose this last year has been the longest I've gone without a bout of depression.
Well, there you go. That's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because I can work.
Yeah.
But like what you're saying about you don't want callers.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like the job that I do.
Yeah.
I really love the job that I do, but when I'm feeling okay, and a lot of the time, it's putting that face on, and unfortunately, I've got to pick people up. So, and depending on the person, who could be, someone could be high on cocaine, and I have to chat accordingly to that person. The next person is just been to a funeral, and so you're up and down, and you're trying to be the happy cabbie.
Yeah.
But inside, I don't want to face anyone.
I get that. I understand that, man. I understand that.
And I think, like, you not taking callers, I don't want to pick people up, but I've got no choice,
You're giving me food for thought.
Well,
you're giving me food. Can I just say you're the best caller we've had tonight. You're giving me food for thought.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how, Ian. I didn't intend. I've been on the phone and I was getting anxious, and I wrote a couple of things down. I thought, right, say hello to Ian, hello to Kath. It's Lee, long-time listener. Not quite the last-time caller, but sort of. Yeah. We're on the day of the last show, but I'm feeling good today.
Well, then I'm going to cling on to that. Listen, Lee, I've got to move on, mate.
No, that's all right.
I've got a load of calls, but I've really enjoyed talking to you, and you've given me a lot to think about, mate.
Mate, and I work nights, and it's fantastic listening to both you, and you're great. So thanks very much.
Can I just ask, because Catherine's not here now, who you say listening to both of us, who is the best? Is it me or Catherine? And be honest.
Well, at the moment, I'll put YouTube on. You look like a vicar.
Yeah. What, sorry?
You look like a vicar.
Oh, I've got the neck brace on and I had to go.
Yeah, sorry, I like it.
So I am your favourite out of me and Kath, is what you're saying. Okay, thank you very much, Lee. Excellent point, well made. Good to talk to you, brother. I enjoyed that. So many calls tonight, so many calls. He's given me a lot to think about. I appreciate that. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio.
Uncut, after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
On Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Kicking off on Twitter. Very dark energy on Twitter. Very dark energy. Lots of people. Can I read you what this tweet made me laugh so much? Made me laugh so much. From Charlotte. I was a huge supporter of you in Celeb. Well, now what that means is, I liked you in that 52-minute the daily television programme when you were edited down and made to look a certain way, or certain not made to look, certain aspects of your personality were highlighted in a way that I approved of. But now you're out in the real world and there's more of you. Your attitude doesn't fit what I like, and I don't like you anymore. I was a huge supporter of you in Celeb and talking mental health, addressing it for men, but of late, you're seeming to lose it.
Wow.
Your negative shit always on Twitter and towards people. People just having a laugh. Best thing for mental health. But you're so stuck up. No, the best thing for my mental health is mirtazapine and Effexor. The best thing for other people's mental health is going for a run every day. The best thing for other people is to be in a loving, nurturing relationship. The best thing for other people is to go for a swim before they go to bed. The best thing for other people is to live on their own. The best thing for other people is to... Don't. I'm sorry that my mental health doesn't fit into your little image of what it should be. I'm sorry that my personality is more multifaceted than an ITV1 primetime television show was able to display in a completely false environment. And I'm sorry that you're such a miserable cow.
But, Ian, she's got a point.
Yes.
You've not been the same since you ate that pig's fanny.
It's true. Pig's fanny was laced. Pig's fanny was laced with LSD, man. Good evening, Paul.
Hi, mate. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you, Paul. What you got for us?
Well, I'm not even a long-time listener. I'm quite a recent listener, but obviously last-time caller. And I just kind of wanted to wish you all the best for Monday.
Thank you.
I've read a lot of the tweets. I can see that, like, you know, you're getting a lot of stick.
Yeah.
And it's not fair on you, buddy. That's what I'm thinking. At the end of the day, it's your mental health, and that's your health, and that comes above any radio show, man. So do what you got to do, like.
I like you. Why have we not spoken before, Paul?
I literally found the show last Tuesday.
Oh, really? How did you...
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing, because this station is so badly advertised, right? And it's only on DAB and online. So how the hell did you find us?
Well, I was like I've got one of those Alexa things I was messing about with that. Just asked her to play talk radio, and yeah, it was Tommy Boyd last week, and then Rufus, and that's obviously looking forward to hearing yourself, and then
Hey, nice one. Well, listen, I hope you keep listening. The show's going to be very different from Monday, but I think it's going to be all right. I think we're going to have fun.
I think it'll be great, man.
I think we're going to have adventures, and are you a bit of a radio geek then, Paul? Do you love listening to different radio stations?
I do like a lot of talk radio. Yeah, listen to George Galloway in the past, stuff like that as well. And
you know that George is on before me on a Friday, don't you?
Yes, he is.
Good.
Yeah,
yeah, you got that. Okay, good.
Yeah, and I've been listening to a bit of Paul Ross as well. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm off work at the minute, and I'm up quite late, so I'm not sleeping very well, that kind of stuff. But that's to kind of come back to the point I was going to make. Your show doesn't have to be a mental health discussion show. You shouldn't be talking about people's problems, because that's not fair. It's not fair on you, man. You shouldn't take all that on.
Paul, you're a good lad. Thank you very much indeed. Alan's upset with me on Twitter.
Which Alan?
Not that Alan, different one. He says, you don't know what stress is. I replied, ha, 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 ha. He's giving me he's telling me why I don't know what stress is in this. Try having your UK family address put online for UK ISIS, then tell me what stress is. Or having a fake MOD investigation as they ignore the mod's own medical review to keep the passport to stop you working, etc. I replied, ha, 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 ha. Sorry to hear that. That is stressful. You know, there's so much I could say to this, Belen. You know, for some people, stepping out of their front door to buy cornflakes is the most terrifying thing they can imagine. Sorry to hear that. That is stressful. You know, for some people, stepping out of their front door to buy cornflakes is the most terrifying thing they can imagine. What do I want to say to him apart from F off? Because I don't want to negate. Right, I'll say this. I don't want to negate your stress.
Why would you want to?
Why would you want to negate others? Peace. Kiss. There we go. It's getting very tense out there tonight, guys.
I think it's because it's Good Friday and people have had all dayers.
Right, that's your Argentinian call there. That's not working.
Oh, man.
There we go. Let's go to Sol. Good evening, Sol.
Oh, good evening. Hello, how's it going?
It's going very well, Sol. What can I do for you?
Basically, you probably heard of me before. Skylar Logan. I was on here a month or so back, Skylar, the bi-gender.
Oh, yes, I remember. Now I'm there. Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. So I'm now, at the moment, because I'm identify as a boy today.
Say, come on, Sol, come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer to the phone, because it's a little bit tricky to hear you.
Sorry, yeah.
There we go.
I'm hard of hearing as well, so I've got trouble. So I thought I'd talk to you as a boy today.
Okay,
I'd see, I heard a lady that called you a couple of weeks ago. I heard her talking about me on the phone. I don't wish to use her name, but I know she actually spoke to you.
Right. Again, you're getting very muffled again, Sol.
So, I know she actually, this girl actually spoke to you. I don't want to use her name.
Okay, then don't.
But she spoke to you a couple of weeks ago saying that basically I was a bit too much for her and stuff, all that stuff.
Did she? I don't remember that, but okay.
I remember, and we kept her away from. We said we don't want to hear about that.
I don't remember. Okay, well, I'll take your word for that. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one. So anyway, I didn't want to say anything about that, but anyway, just what I mentioned that. But I'm just trying to work out in my own head, basically, because I'm just feeling basically like because I've got autism as well and Asperger's.
Yes.
And I've been on antidepressants, and I'm on what's it called? Paroxetine.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. So basically, I'm on that one, and sort of looking to myself, basically thinking, do I need to prove anything to anyone? Like, I mean, I feel like what I feel like at the end of the day, but sometimes I kind of get into the sort of space where you kind of think, oh, you have to prove you're a man, or you have to prove you're a woman.
Who is saying you have to prove something?
I know. It's just a voice in my head, you know.
Okay, right. The toughest critic of all, the voice in one's own head. Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. And I kind of just wonder, because I got a twin brother who's deaf, completely deaf, and he looks like a 12-year-old boy. Right. So basically, he's the same age as me.
Yes.
38, but he looks like a 12-year-old boy.
Right.
And I've kind of done tests and thinking about it. I'm actually intersex. I do believe that 100 million%.
You believe that you're intersex? Yes.
I was born intersex. I didn't actually feel an ovary somewhere and things like that. So
yeah.
And to me, I don't know. I don't know how to act like a hermaphrodite. I don't know how to act like intersex. I want to. In other words, I like to dress as a girl. I like to wear makeup.
Yeah.
I don't always like to do it all in one go anyway. Right. So sometimes I'll be a man and I'll wear a little bit of makeup here and there, you know what I mean? So it's not always the full-on girl mode. But I'm just trying to work out in my head, because I basically I booked an appointment to see a gender therapist. Of course, they won't see us till about 2020, but there you go.
Yes. Well, hey, listen, let me let you into a secret, Sol. None of us know what we're doing. Very few of us know what we are. And all of us are, life is constantly trying out different costumes and different faces and different attitudes and different voices, trying to find the ones that work for us. Your situation is slightly more magnified than perhaps others, but what you're describing, I think, is very common to most people. But yours is just, you've got a bigger palette to choose from.
Well, so I was just trying to work out basically that how do I act like an Aphrodite?
Well, I don't know. You act out. I don't know how a man is supposed to act. I don't know how a dad is supposed to act. I don't know how a bloke getting divorced is supposed to act. I certainly didn't know how a husband was supposed to act. I don't, it's, we just fake it.
We just learn as we go, don't we?
Now, obviously, I have more examples. I'm not comparing my situation with yours. I have more examples that I can look at and read about and see and speak to. But ultimately, it just comes down to what feels right, I guess. And you just have to do whatever feels right. As long as it's hurting no one else, you just got to do whatever feels right.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, I just sometimes just want to wear a bit of makeup and not wear girls' clothes. Or
beautiful, then do that. Beautiful.
Or I'll do the other thing, but, vice versa. But, at the end of the day, it's not about... it's not about proving things to other people, is it? It's about proving things to myself.
And once you get that thing, which I'm only just starting to get, it's about proving things to yourself, then that's it. Other people are not important. And I've really enjoyed finding that out quite a lot this week. It's given me a lot of freedom to be artistic. I've been more artistic in the last 2 days than I've been in the last year, and I've loved it. So, listen, I've got to go because we're going to the news.
I voted for you to win on I'm a Celebrity, by the way.
You should have voted more, Sol. You have terrible taste, but it's nice to talk to you. Thanks for calling.
Thank you very much.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye. 0344 499 1000, the last hour of calls to this show. Let's try and keep it nice. I'm going to stay off Twitter. Let's keep it nice. Let's keep it friendly. Let's keep it light. We've got Zach, Duncan, Marilyn, Mark, Amanda, John Paul. It's just nice and chilled. Let's try and keep a nice vibe. As we say, bon voyage to the phone calls to this show. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fire up. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo. But somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey! I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
Second, sorry. Literally not attacked you, just wishing you well. and asking you to unfollow me. Again, peace. Take care. Happy Easter. Kiss.
How's that?
This is the Charlotte woman who said, used to have a lot of time, admire you, and thought we needed more people like you. Because I spoke out, she was rude to me, you feel to attack me when I've actually not said anything apart from your negative. So, she's...
How's that ignoring Twitter going?
Going very, very well indeed. We're going to go straight to the calls. Let's try Anna in Argentina.
Anna.
Right, she better be worth it when we get to her, because flipping it, man, the amount of work that's gone into that.
She's there.
So tough, there's a delay. You go and speak to her and tell her to be ready, please. Marilyn.
Hello.
Hello, Marilyn.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Marilyn.
Hello. I don't know if you remember, I spoke to you a few
We
weeks
made love.
ago.
Didn't we make love 6 years ago? Was that you in Paris?
In my dreams.
Ah, yes. Yes. Anyway, yes, Marilyn.
No, I don't know if you remember. I phoned you about going camping with your boys.
Oh yes, I do remember. You went camping and you went on like a 30-mile walk with your boys, didn't you?
No, 300 miles.
Oh yeah, that was it.
The Pennine Way.
Yes, you are a little
Yeah.
bit weird, yes.
I'm just ringing to say I'm sorry you're not taking calls, but whatever you need to do for your own health.
Yes, exactly.
And don't listen to the bloody Twitters.
I'm coming off Twitter now, and I shall not be on Twitter again until 6 o'clock on Sunday evening when Catherine and I do a rabbit. Excuse me. Hole.
You look after yourself.
Yes. Hey, what are you doing for Easter? What are you doing for Easter, Marilyn?
Nothing.
Oh, are you having a nice bit of roast lamb on Sunday?
Not really. I'll be on my own. I lost my husband not long ago, and that's why I listen on a night time.
I'll be on... say that again, sorry.
I lost my husband a few weeks... about a year ago.
Oh.
And it's my second husband that's died, so...
Flipping heck. Well, blimey. I mean, to lose one is unlucky. To lose two, that's suspicious. Did the police... I'm teasing.
Suspicious. The police did come because he died during the night suddenly.
Oh God! Did they think it was that thing about us having sex? Suddenly, I'm not so keen on that.
That must have been it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marilyn. I'm glad that you can laugh about the crappy hand you've been dealt, but I'm sorry about that.
I'm 73 now, and I'm not in good health.
Okay.
But I'm not. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
But I live on my memories.
Yep. I know. Well, listen, I'm going to be on my own on Easter Sunday as well.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I am for like lunchtime and stuff, is what I'm saying. Well, of course I am.
Yeah.
I'll be doing a show at 6 o'clock in the evening, but up until 6 o'clock in the evening, yes, I'm going to be on my own on Easter Sunday. Why are you saying it like that? You're going to be with your family. Where's my family? I'm not going to be anywhere. I'm going to be on my own.
My son's I've got 6 grandchildren, and
yes,
they'll all be coming probably tomorrow. But not all of them, because some's in Scotland. And but they might be coming down. I don't know. I'm quite all right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as long as you're happy with that situation.
As long as the kids are all happy, I'm happy.
Okay. All right, Marilyn. Well, listen, it's nice to talk to you.
You take care of yourself.
I will do. See you later on, love. Ta-ta.
Ta-da.
Right, let's try Anna in Argentina. Right, that's it. That's never happening. Right. Let's go to Duncan. Hello, Duncan.
Oh, hi, Ian. Hello.
Hello, Duncan.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I just wanted to wish you well with the new venture, the new change in your show. I actually spoke to you, I don't know, a couple of months ago. I'm a last-time caller. And I thought, well, you asked me at the end of the last time we spoke to call in again.
Yeah.
And I guess this is my final opportunity, isn't it?
Well, this is it. This is it. From Monday, there's going to be no more of these phone calls. And yes, this is the thing. What are you doing this Easter, Duncan?
Well, today I've had a change from my normal job. I'm self-employed, and so I've had today being Good Friday, I've had a day doing stuff for myself rather than for anybody else.
Right. Oh, what have you been doing?
Well, I've been rubbing down Louise's and Varda's tits.
What?
Well, I make replica Thunderbirds puppets.
Oh, yeah, you're the Thunderbirds puppets guy.
I am. So, to give myself a day off from that, I've been making stop-motion puppets, little tiny puppets with ping-pong balls for heads as the basis, and then you sculpt on top of them, of the characters from a TV show you may have heard of. Your pal Barry from Watford certainly has heard of it, called Detectorists. It's a wonderful show.
Oh, yeah, my mate Mackenzie wrote that. Yes, of course, yes.
It's a genius show.
Hey, well, hang on a minute. Does Mackenzie know that you're doing this?
I don't think so. I've been posting pictures of. I've made a replica. Well, not a replica. I've made a stop motion type puppet of Lance and Andy.
Right.
Mackenzie playing Andy in the show, and posted pictures of those on Twitter and a number of the cast.
Hang on a minute. Tell me how I find these, because Mackenzie isn't on Twitter, but I used to live with Mackenzie. I know Mackenzie very well. We were tweeting each other earlier on. So, tell me how to find these images.
Oh, right. Well, I'm on Twitter as...
Go on.
What am I on Twitter as? Sorry, this is...
That's all right.
Kind of unexpected.
Yeah, well, at the end of this show, I'm going to be sending these images on to him, so they better be good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, go on.
I'm on Twitter as Duncan Willis at SuperPropRep.
Hang on. At Super.
Capital S.
It doesn't matter about capitals on Twitter. I keep saying that to Catherine. It doesn't matter about capitals.
Shut up. Sorry about that. Oh, hi, Catherine. Hi. SuperPropRep.
Right, hang on a minute. Okay, so you're on Twitter. Well, where are they? Hang on then. How long ago did you post them?
Oh, recently. I'll tell you what, I'll just send you some more pictures now, direct to you. How does that work? All right?
Oh, hang on, they just look like ping pong balls. Oh, there he is! There he is!
I absolutely adore Detectorists. I think it's a work of genius. I think Mackenzie Crook is a genius.
Yeah, well, let's not get carried away.
Well, he is.
Well, I know him intimately. He's not. So, hang on. Are you going to make stop motion films with these?
No, I don't do that. I just kind of make things in the image of, if you like. But, potentially, I suppose you could make very simple stop motion film with what I've done with the Detectorist characters. I've got wire armatures in the body so you can move the arms, but I mean the proper professional ones have very, very kind of proper armatures in them that are movable in...
Why can't I I'm trying to download... trying to download the picture and I can't do it. Okay. Hey, email me the pictures and I'll pass them on to Mackenzie.
Okay, cool. Well, at the moment I'm doing Louise and Varda.
All right. Well, send them over to me and I'll send them on to him. I'll make sure he gets them tomorrow.
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you.
I will do that. Hey, listen, nice one, Duncan.
Nice to talk to you, and the very, very best of luck to you. I just wanted to say, really, one of the things, I've had a lot of changes in my life. I went through a divorce when I didn't want to go through a divorce. I had very young children at the time.
Yeah.
They came and stayed with me for alternate weekends for many years. They're now 25 and 21. I have a great relationship with them. I never imagined I'd be where I am today in terms of my relationship with my children, nor with what I'm doing for a living, because I had 30 years as a sales rep before I had to give that up through ill health, similar to the sort of ill health that you suffer. And I've started making puppets and things like that. And doing things like that for a living is very, very, very hands-on and hand-to-mouth. But I just wanted to say to you that there's a thing that really gave me a lot of strength, and that was a book or an article about a book called Top 5 Regrets of the Dying.
I've heard about this book. This is where they went round and spoke to people who were dying.
Well, it was an Australian palliative nurse.
Yeah, go on.
And the 5 top reasons she found that people had regrets right at the end of their lives were things like, well, number 1 was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Now, that, for me, I looked at that and I thought, well, actually, I don't have that regret. That's great.
Yep.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I wish I hadn't worked so hard. I'm a lazy...
Whoa!
lazy person.
Where did that come from?
From the depths of his soul.
Isn't it?
Absolutely. So I've always done, and I was a sales rep for 30 years, and you know what sales reps are like. You're swanning around in a company car and da-da-da. And I was actually not like a hard sell rep. I was calling on people who had family businesses. I was selling floor coverings, and I called on companies, businesses, family-owned, really good people, hard-working, honest people, and nice people, and a lot of them are still my friends. So that was great. So that wasn't like hard work. But at the end, things like pressures from bosses, sales targets were unachievable, changes to sales bonuses and all that became too much after 30 years. A million miles, more than a million miles driving. So that's fine. So for me, that wasn't an issue. Number 3, I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. Well, I've always called a spade a shovel. Yes. So that actually, for me, again, wasn't really an issue. And I don't think it's an issue for you, is it, Ian?
No. Sometimes it is. Listen, can I let me come into it? Let me just speak to you, Duncan, and no one else. Okay.
Okay.
This the radio studio and the microphone is my theatre. Okay, and when I'm on stage, and there's an audience watching me, I ham things up, I exaggerate, and I play a character.
Yeah.
Now, when I walk off into the wings and get changed into my real clothes and walk out through the stage door, I'm not the same person.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm going to say on that matter, sir, as you were.
Get it. Totally.
You get it. Hey, listen, Duncan, I've got to go. Thank you very much. I've sent that picture on to Mackenzie already. I'm reminded someone sent us some jingles and I've not listened to them. We'll have a listen in a bit. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
By the way, very quickly, the people, somehow some people got hold of my phone number. I had people phoning me up singing the Terence Trent D'Arby Wishing Well song. I had someone phoning me up trying to sell me ladders, and I thought it was a genuine call for about 3 or 4 minutes until they started laughing. And I had someone phone me up repeatedly today and call me a well wanker. So I've changed my phone number. So well done, guys. Right. So someone, Jack, was it Jack? Sent these songs that he'd done for us, some jingles. Okay, so let's have a listen.
Have you checked them? There's no references.
We're gonna check them now. Here we go. Let's see.
All you have to do is call him. Just put the numbers right into your phone and then you'll be put through live on air. 0344.
Okay, but that doesn't work.
Irrelevant.
We're going to get rid of those. Let's try this one. Here we go.
This is Iain Lee. Fabulous.
Okay, I like that's good. I like that one.
Yeah, that one works.
I like that one. Let's try.
There's only one.
Oh,
yeah, dude. Iain Lee.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
That one works. And then there's this one. Here we go. What's this one?
Talk complete shit.
What the?
Oh my!
Right. Put that. Okay, right.
Wow.
Find that person.
Yeah.
And get them banned.
They were playing the long game.
They certainly were. Let's go to John Paul. Good evening, John Paul.
Good evening, Ian. How's it going?
I'm always confused by the name John Paul.
Why is that?
Look, because it's two names, right, as one, okay, and also it's half of the Beatles as well. Was the name? Here's a genuine question that's going to make me sound dumb, but I don't care. Was the name John Paul around before 1963?
I'm not sure, but my name was. It's a bit of a strange one. I only found out when I got married that my name wasn't actually John Paul.
What the hell? Who are you, man?
Well, it's just John, and Paul's a middle name.
Oh,
but I've just grown that used to.
So hang on. So did your did your mum call you John Paul then when you were a kid?
Yeah, everybody did. Nobody told me.
But your name's John.
Yeah, but I got married in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And you go into like a little room and you put your birth certificate through.
Yeah.
And the lady at the counter said, "Oh, John," and obviously I corrected her, saying, "No, it's actually John Paul." And she said, "No, it's John."
Oh.
And she just pushed my birth certificate back.
It's John Paul.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a question for you, fat fans. What's Paul McCartney's first name? Oh! That's a good question. That's a great pub quiz question.
Isn't it?
Go on.
Isn't it Michael?
Nope.
David.
Michael, you're thinking of Mike McGear, his brother. No, it's not David. John Paul, do you know what Paul McCartney's first name is?
I'm going to go for George, but with no real...
Oh, that would be good. No, it's James. James Paul McCartney.
He looks like a James.
He does look like a James, doesn't he? He does look like a James. James Paul McCartney, yeah.
There's a lot of people that age who went by their middle names rather than their first. My dad's mate Trevor chose Trevor rather than David.
Flipping heck.
I know.
mean, the both of them are pretty duds, but... Anyway, John Paul, what you got for us?
Right, so tonight I went to see Steve Harley in concert.
Steve Harley, I saw Steve Harley live in concert when I was 19 years old at the Freshers' Ball at my university. I have never been so drunk in my life. Go on, what happened?
So you get the picture. We're there. I'm there with my wife. Watch the concert. Everything's good. On the way back, we're talking about the different songs and everything that he played. And she mentioned I didn't look too impressed when he played a song called The Coast of Amalfi.
The what? Coast of Amalfi?
There's a song called The Coast of Amalfi.
Yes.
Which I don't rate. And I said, well, it's not a particular song that, touches me in any particular way. And she said to me, the fact that you haven't been to the Coast of Amalfi means that you can't understand or that song won't emote to you in the way that it will to myself and Steve Harley.
Right. So your missus has been to the Coast of Amalfi.
Yeah, and that's why she can appreciate that particular song.
Right.
Because it mentions that place name.
Okay, well...
I've been there. It still might be Pony.
Is it... yeah.
Right, sing it.
I don't think you need to be in places to
I've never been to Penny Lane, and I like Penny Lane. I've never been to Barbados, but I like the song Barbados. Is there a song Barbados? Oh, we're going to Jamaica. I have been to America, and I don't like the band America. So it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Are you married to her, or is she your girlfriend?
Yeah, no, we're married.
I'd divorce her.
Yeah, well, yeah, possibly.
The thing about Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel, right, as I found when I saw him in concert, was there's 3 songs, and one of them is one of the greatest pop songs of all time. Come Up and See Me, Make Me Smile is just sublime. I mean, it's just an incredible song. The other one is Mr. Soft, which I don't like. And then didn't he do... which Beatles song did he do? Was it Something or Here Comes the Sun?
Here Comes the Sun.
He does Here Comes the Sun. And he does a good version of that.
He did that one tonight.
Well, it's one of his hits. He would do.
And I appreciate that song, yet I've never been to the Sun.
Your wife's theory probably could do with a little bit more testing, but basically I think it's rubbish.
I'd agree with you. Oh, I must apologise, by the way. I'm coming. I'm just recovering from a bit of a cold at the moment. I don't know if I'm coming across quite croaky or You know, a little bit raspy over the telephone.
You're coming across as uninterested, but I don't know if I could put that down to the cold, John Paul.
Uninterested?
I'm teasing. God blimey. No, you sound absolutely perfect, darling. It's been a thrill. Why were you going to see Steve Harley, though?
I just like quite a few of his songs, and it was in a local venue that I haven't been to before.
Okay. No, he's good. I don't want to diss Steve Harley, you know, because he has actually. I mean, those are the hits. He's got a few more good songs up his sleeve. But Come Up and See Me is just one of the greatest pop songs of all time. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, one of the upsides to my cold, I found out that I can now sing pitch perfect in the same style of Michael Bolton. Michael Bolton, strangely enough. Yeah.
Oh, well, let's hear it.
I'll give you a couple of bars. One second. Steel bars are wrapped all around me. I've been a prisoner since the day you found me.
You're absolutely right, John Paul. You really, really can sound exactly like Michael Bolton. You keep that cold going as long as you can, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thanks, man. Was that a different person? Because that wasn't the same person making those two noises, surely. Let's go to Mark. Good evening, Mark.
Hello, Ian. How you doing, mate?
I'm all right, thank you, Mark. What you got for us?
Right, listen. What I've got to say to you, mate, is I've heard you like tonight with Lee the Cabbie, and I listen to a lot of podcasts. So I've heard you with that man you bought a Chinese meal for. You seem to be the person, whether you like it or not, that people draw to you that let's say, how can I put this? Not at the best place in their lives.
Yeah, we get a lot of troubled souls pop in and
you seem to talk a lot of them down, Ian.
Oh.
So, and you're going to give that up for a couple of knobheads on Twitter. And I know you didn't ask to do that. You didn't ask to do that, but I've followed you since the old days. Absolute, LBC.
Yeah.
You know, and I even watched a long last episode of Sky One where you follow the cast and crew of Lost around.
Oh, did you watch that? It was good, that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it?
They gave me money for that. Can you imagine? They paid me to go fly first class to Hawaii and hang out with people in my favourite TV show. They gave me cash. It was unbelievable.
And was Matthew Fox as awkward as people say he was?
He was terrible. He was terrible, right?
Yeah,
so we
I
didn't. I tell you, it was great. Sawyer was brilliant.
I love Sawyer.
Sawyer was brilliant, and there was, he was like dropping his trousers and he was playing around. He was brilliant. Hurley,
Colony. You seen Colony on Sky One?
No.
Yeah, Sawyer's in it. Good show.
Hurley was okay. Kate was great. I don't know any of their real names.
Evangelina
Lily. She was brilliant. She was really funny. Who was the Iraqi guy in it? I can't remember his name.
Oh God, what was his name?
I can't remember his name. He kept doing. He's from London, and he kept doing Alan.
He is from London.
Doing Alan Partridge impressions.
Oh, what's his name? Curly hair.
Can't remember. Anyway, they were all great, apart from Matthew Fox, right? And there's a scene, there's a film.
I've heard he's a nightmare.
There's a film, and it's called, is it Knocked Up or something? One of these, like, sort of teen comedy films.
Yeah.
And this woman, they're on a date, and this woman works in, like, she says, so what do you do? She says, I work in television, and I interview celebrities. And he said, and the guy goes, right. Can you so you interviewed like Matthew Fox? She goes, yeah, I have actually. She goes, right.
Yeah.
Can you ask him why he's such a massive dick in real life? And this is in the film, right? And I didn't get it until I went and interviewed him. And he really is a tricky character. And when I interviewed him, they have these it was on Hawaii, and they have these sirens. And for some reason, just as we went to do the interview, this siren went off. And so there's me and Matthew Fox stood there, and there's this vibe coming off him, and this siren going off, and he's just looking at the floor. And I'm sort of looking, going, well, as soon as this finishes, Matthew will go. It went on for ages. And I was speaking, funnily enough, the wardrobe woman was telling me they had this game on the set of Lost called Matthew Wants, right? And what they would do, this is absolutely true, what they would do is they would get, like, the newest person on the set, the newest runner or an extra or whatever, and they'd say, right, and it was like an initiation ceremony. It's like, can you go and buy a left-handed screwdriver? They'd say, right, Matthew wants a Coke. So could you take a Coke to his trailer, please? And so this poor runner would knock on the door of the trailer. Nothing. Yeah. Mr. Fox! And he would come out. What do you want? I've got the Coke you wanted. And
Al Pacino. Al Pacino, Matthew Fox.
I've got the Coke you wanted. And he would look at them and just tell them to F off and slam the door shut. Imagine.
Oh, my goodness.
Imagine.
Naveen Andrews.
That's it. But what was the character he played? Saeed.
Saeed, Naveen Andrews.
Yeah, he was doing Alan Partridge impressions the whole time.
Ian, before I go, two things. I've got a 7-year-old,
yes,
and I want to take him to see Ready Player One. I know it's a 12A. Is it suitable for him?
Do you know what?
Okay for him?
I really enjoyed that film today. I watched it in 3D, and I was thinking, am I going to take my kids? I'm not taking my 7-year-old. Is he 7 or no? He's 6. 6 and 8. I'm not going to take my 6 and 8-year-old, not because it's excessively violent. It's all a computer game, right? So all the violence it looks like a computer game. But just I think they would have found it. My boys might have found it a bit too complicated and a little bit tricky to follow. Is the reason?
And then when's it going to finish, sort of thing?
There's a bit of that.
Okay,
do you know anything about it?
I know lots about it. I know lots about it. They go into, but I mean, when they go into that sort of the VR world, is it all the games that we used to be used to, sort of thing? With I see Iron Giant there and all that there.
No, there's a few. There's like Overwatch. You see the Overwatch characters and Halo and stuff, but no, not really. But I tell you what, there's one. I'm not going to give a spoiler, right?
Yeah.
But there is one scene. Right. So basically, this is film where it's everyone sort of exists in this virtual reality, right?
Yeah.
And there's this one scene where they have to go inside a film, right? And I'm not going to say what film it is. I'm not going to give anything away. But have you seen it, Sam? Isn't it? And have you seen the film? Isn't it? It's they go inside a classic.
Yeah, they were talking
film.
about it about film 2018 yesterday.
Did they say what?
Murray wouldn't give it. No, he wouldn't give it away.
No, good. All right, fine. They go inside a classic film, and it is amazing. It is amazing. It is done so well. It's really good.
I saw Georgia, and I'm going to go and sit on my own.
Yeah, go and sit. I think go and sit on your own. And also, it's so good. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing it again. So maybe you'll see it and think your 7-year-old will be up for it. It's very long.
Yeah.
It's 140 minutes. And there'll be lots of, I'm bored if I took my boys. But it's a good film.
Finishing? Yeah, I want to go to the toilet,
Yeah, all that stuff. It's a good film. Go and watch it in 3D.
One more thing, Ian. Can I just say, if you're not taking calls anymore, a very, very good friend of mine, Nelson from the Norfolk, said, ha ha and ta-ta.
Do you know who that is who does that? Do you know who that is who does that? Because he's gone.
Damn it.
Ready Player One's a great movie.
I want to see it now.
Shall I tell you what film they go inside?
No.
Okay. It's a classic. And they do it brilliant. It's so good. So good. Mark Rylance.
Oh, I like him.
And Simon Pegg. Are in it, and it's really good. Actually, I really enjoyed that a lot. Hugh.
Hello, Ian.
Hugh.
Long time listener and under protest last time caller.
Here we go. This is what we want. What you got for us, Hugh?
Evening, Cat.
Hello, Hugh.
Well, I got last time I was talking to you. I asked you the question. Who plays the Mamba?
Marconi plays the Mamba.
Yeah, you got that right immediately. Just since this is the last time I will ever be able to talk to you, this is a quick question for you.
Yes.
It's probably boring at this point. A band had an LP
Yes.
of the same name, and from the LP they had a single. What was the band called?
Say that again.
Right, you had a band.
Yes.
The name of the band was the name of the LP, and then a single off the LP, all the same name.
So, sorry, did you say the single off the LP or the singer?
Single.
The singer?
Single.
Single.
Okay, because I was going to say King. If it was the singer...
Would it not be living in a box?
No, that's Living in a Box. Living in a Box?
No.
Hang on, what's the question? I'm not really following this.
Right, you want an LP,
Yeah.
a band, and a single,
Yeah.
all the same name.
Right, Pig Bag.
No.
Is it not Pig...
Is that real?
Pig Bag are real? Do you not know Pig Bag? No. Everyone,
No.
do you not know Pig Bag?
Do you know Pig Bag, Hugh?
No, I don't. I'm
No,
sorry.
me
I don't.
neither.
You don't know Pig Bag? You'll know Pig Bag. Here you go, this is Pig Bag. Listen to Pig Bag. Oh, it's an advert. I think Kath's right with Living in a Box. Big Country!
Nope.
This is Pig Bag, hang on. You'll know this. You know this. Hang on, that's a 12-inch remix. I don't want a 12. Here we go. This is that's a 12-inch remix.
That sounded like the same thing.
Here we go. This is it. This is Pig Bag. Here we go. Pig Bag on top of the pot.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, welcome to Top the Pops. A great big party tonight. Stacks of interest.
Careful.
Lots of bands and lots of action. For openers, it's Big Bag. Hit 3 and Mama's got a brand new Big Bag.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So it's not Pig Bag?
No, did they have an album called Pig Bag?
Called Pig... yeah. Yeah.
They had? No, well, it's not the one I'm thinking of, no.
Well, Big Country had an album called Big Country, and they had a song called Big Country.
No, it's not the one I'm thinking of there.
Oh, okay, sorry, the caveat is it's the one you're thinking of.
I'm sorry, I'm probably showing my age, but here it is, you know.
All right, hang on a minute. So it's the album, the band, and the single have all got the same name?
Yeah.
Okay, this is good practice for when I go on the chase.
Give you a clue, the lead singer.
Yeah.
Lead singer is a very, very good rock vocalist, and has gone on to do and cover quite a few. He's moved on and started quite a few other groups himself. He's got a very distinctive voice.
Oh, I don't know. I've got no idea.
All right, Bad Company.
Bad Company.
No.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Anyway, how you keeping? I don't know how you take that, mate. I was listening to your calls earlier on this evening.
Yeah.
I really don't know how you take that.
Okay.
People call you and give you grief.
Oh, I hate people. This is the thing, Hugh. Hugh, listen, I've got to move on. Thanks for the call. I hate people, mainly because of calls like that. 03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Martin Kellner, I guess, is on at 1. I didn't see him.
He certainly is. I've seen him.
I didn't see him. But,
Yeah.
Okay, we'll assume that Martin is on. Okay. Lots of calls. Let's. Some people have been waiting for ages. I can only apologise. Good evening, Harry.
Hello.
Hello, Harry. What you got for us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh yeah. Good. Sorry, I'm in Nevada at the moment, and I was just driving back to Las Vegas through the desert, and I couldn't get my iPad to work, so I was trying to find the Eagles to play that because it seemed fitting for the road. Couldn't get that to work, and then we tuned into you. So I normally listen to you at home late at night. So I thought, why not a little bit of Iain Lee at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Oh, mate, I want to be in Nevada. What are you doing in Nevada?
Just come up for a week's holiday, really. to get away from the cold, wet weather there.
But hang on a minute. Why are you listening to this rubbish? When I went away to Wales for the week, I didn't listen to any radio. I listened to like 10 minutes of Tommy, but I didn't listen to any radio or watch any television that was on. I created my own entertainment schedule, and that was podcasts and music and books and movies. So why are you listening to this in Nevada?
Well, so I've got the phone plugged into the car,
Yeah.
and it won't let me do some stuff, so I can't search my music library. And I asked, Alexa or whatever it is, to play me the Eagles, and it just said it can't find it, and I'm pretty sure it's on there. So, but anyway, so then I thought, hold on, I've got the internet connection. Why not listen to Talk Radio?
Wow.
Why wouldn't I want to listen to you?
Because you're in America. You can listen to like an infinite number of shows and stations and. Oh, I love it when I'm abroad. I love being abroad and listening to radio. Whenever I get in a cab and the radio's on abroad, it's like, can you turn that up, please? I love it. But I'm glad. But hang on a minute. But I'm glad that you are. I'm glad that you are a faithful listener, and I'm not in any way. I'm not in any way telling you off for that at all. Sorry, that sounded like I was having a go at you for listening to us. Not at all. I'm really pleased that you are, Harry. Thank you.
But he is judging you.
I am judging
Yeah.
you. Yes.
I am. I'm feeling judged.
I'm sorry. So how's it going over there? What are you up to?
Yeah, it's good. So although we're in Vegas,
yes,
we kind of drove out today because we went towards, I don't know, you've probably heard of it, there's a ghost town called Caddick.
Yeah.
So we drove out there to have a look around.
Yes.
So I bought myself a cowboy hat.
Of course you did.
Did the strut up and down the high street or whatever, Main
Good
Street.
lad. Good lad. Yeah.
Whatever they call it. A bit shocked at one point because we found a place called the Glory Hole.
Oh, cheeky.
That was...
cheeky.
Which was quite a big dark hole, as it turned out.
They often are.
So yeah, so we did that. Did a bit of panning for gold.
Panning for gold. You can do panning for gold at Legoland, mate. That ain't nothing.
It's not even real gold. I was getting all excited because I got some, and then the woman just told me it's
fool's gold.
Not real gold.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. All the gold was panned like 100 years ago, 150 years ago. You know, it's just a tourist trap. At Legoland, you do that. You get it's awful. Well, Harry, listen, I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, go on.
So I was going to say, the woman on the way out said they didn't even mine gold there. It was all silver, so it's all gone.
There you go. Well, listen, Harry, enjoy the rest of your trip. Safe travels.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye. Let's go to Mark. Evening, Mark.
Hello.
Hello, Mark.
Ta-da.
Yep.
Ta-da, Kath. And see you later, Ian. Ta-da, love.
Thanks very much for calling. Let's
See you,
go.
Cop.
But been there for about an hour. I'm going to miss these guys. Evening, Kevin.
Good evening.
You turn your radio off, Kevin.
Okay, will do.
Thank you. There we go. No, we don't.
I can't. I can't. You're still here, Duck. I'm still here. But I'll make my point.
Sorry?
But I'll make my point. Well, they can put the radio in there. Oh, okay. I'll go in the other room then. Get us a fag out then. Just press top left button.
Top left?
Yeah. Don't put it on yet, though, because I haven't walked out. Okay, I'm on my way out.
Gosh, they sound like a happy couple. You sound so much in love.
Oh, we are, indeed.
Yeah, I can tell.
Best of friends.
Yeah, okay. Well, Kevin, what have you got for us this evening?
Who am I talking to at the minute?
Who do you think you're talking to at the minute?
Well, I don't know whether I'm live on the radio or not.
Yes. All of our listeners heard you arguing with your missus, yes.
Oh, is this you, Ian?
Yes, it is, yes.
Oh, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Right. Well, thank you for sharing your time with me this evening. Well, morning, actually.
Yes.
And I suppose we have to show respect to our banks in this country, since it's a bank holiday weekend.
Yes.
I know I'm on. Ian's told me I'm on. Oh, my God. Can you still hear it, Ian?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
Of come in the other room now out the way, which is a blessing in disguise.
Lock the door.
But basically, I'm just wondering if it's changed the subject, but I'm just wondering if you think our banks are ripping us off.
Change the
on a
subject
bank holiday.
implies there was a subject in the first place. Don't talk to me about banks. Kath heard me on the phone to my I wanted to buy some clothes. I want to buy a new pair of jeans and a jumper from Gap online because they gave me 40% off. Wouldn't go through. Said you got to phone this number.
Never mind 40%.
Yes.
This is a bigger amount, Ian.
Well, okay. So I phoned them up. I phoned up my bank, and they said, "No, you can't phone us. You've got to phone us through the app." So I phoned them through the app, and they said, "Oh, we don't know if you're phoning us through the app." So I had to update the app, and then I had to phone them, and all I want to do is buy a pair of jeans. So yes, the banks are ripping us off. You sparked that. You sparked that fag up, Kevin. Sorry, I should have noticed you were sparking one up, and I should have kept on talking a little bit longer.
Could you sense that?
I could sense the vibe of a man who wasn't interested in what I was saying and was merely waiting for the gap
Ian,
so that he could then share his wisdom with us.
It just relaxes me a bit. But the point I was trying to make is, when we were on about the banks ripping us off, I've just made a cash transaction, via internet, through bank transfer, and it went through as transaction received, but the recipient didn't get the money. Yeah? And the recipient is sat right next to me.
Is this Mr.
And she also banks with the same bank.
Right.
Now, whether that amount be £1 or £100, I mean, I think we've got like a population of about 65 million.
Are you Martin? Is this Martin Kellner phoning up, trying to scupper my show? You sound like Martin Kellner. Is this Kellner phoning me up?
Who's he?
You see, you would say that, wouldn't you, if you were him, trying to give me the dullest call to end the show on, so that when he comes on, his show sounds all fantastic and wonderful.
No, my name's Kevin from Stoke-on-Trent, right?
Okay.
And anyway, this is a genuine story, Ian, right?
Well, God.
And this happened about an hour ago.
Right.
And it took me 45 minutes to get through to him.
Why were you phoning up the bank at midnight to complain that a transaction you'd done online hadn't gone through immediately? Why do you care?
Because we needed a curry. Yeah, for supper.
Oh God, Kevin, Jesus! This is why I'm This is why I'm stopping taking calls from Monday.
And listen, could you just give me 1 minute, please, Ian?
You've had quite a few minutes.
Okay, just one more, please.
Yes.
I'll be as quick as I can.
Okay.
Anyway, we needed a curry, but I didn't want paid on my card, so I wanted to transfer £35 from my Lloyd's account to another Lloyd's account to the lady who was sat next to me, and she was going to order the curry on her card.
Right.
And my
oh God, I want to die.
Internet banking said payment confirmed.
Yes.
However, she didn't receive the payment.
Right.
And I think because it's a bank holiday, if we all transferred £1, right, with 65 million people in the country, and the payment wasn't confirmed, what would happen if we all transferred £100 or £1,000?
Who cares?
It'd be something like £65 billion.
Yes.
The banks have got hold of for 4 days until Tuesday,
right,
gaining all that interest, of monies.
Yep.
Are you getting me, Ian?
Unfortunately, I am, yes.
So, have I run out of time now?
Yes, you have. Let's go to Andre. Good evening, Andre.
Hi, excuse me.
Yep.
I was going to light a fag up.
Okay.
Is it Ian?
You on speaker?
Oh, hi, Kath. No, I'm not.
You sound far away.
Is that better?
Yes, you know it is.
Oh, I had a fag in the way, sorry. The only reason for my quick call is just to wish Ian well, yeah?
He's wishing you well, Ian.
Right.
All right. Well, I never. But are you okay, Ian, honestly, yeah?
I'm very, very well, thank you.
All right, good, Ian. That's all I like to hear, yeah?
Yes.
I haven't got my lappy on. I can't sing those songs.
That's great news.
That's all I can say, really, at the moment.
OK, well, thank you so much for calling. Let's go to... Amanda!
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Last night I've called, so this is my last chance to ask you this. So I would like to offer £50 to a charity of your choice.
Oh, God, why is everyone offering money to charity? What's all this charity nonsense?
Just give it to charity.
Just give it to charity. Just give it to charity or offer money to me.
Okay, I'll offer you £50.
That's more like it. Good evening, Martin. Come on. Was that you just you on the phone, Kellner?
No, it wasn't me.
Sounds exactly the same, doesn't it? Trying to sabotage my show. Yes, go on, Amanda.
Yes, so I'd like to offer you £50 to unblock me on Twitter because I'm missing out on all these threads.
Nope, not happening. But thanks for calling.
£100?
Nope. Here's the thing, right? When I block people on Twitter, quite often people will then email me going, am I blocked? Am I muted? Listen, no, I just can't be bothered with it. I'm a 44-year-old father of two. I cannot be bothered to start unblocking and muting people. You must have said something that I didn't like. I blocked you.
Yeah, I said alcohol is a killer for some people, and you took offence to that.
No, that wasn't just what you said, Amanda. That wasn't just what you said. Listen, forget it. No, I'm not going to unblock you, but...
Okay, that's your loss. Bye.
No, it's not my loss.
Bye.
It's literally not... Yeah, this is the reason I blocked you, is because you're nuts. I blocked you because you are nuts, and you are rude, and you are arrogant. That's why I blocked you.
Oh, dear. You're calling me names now.
There we go, you say, and because you're weird. That's why I blocked you, because you're weird. You're a weirdo.
You're the weirdo.
You're the one that phoned up and offered me money to unblock you.
You're the strange... No, I offered money for charity first.
Oh, for God's sakes. Amanda, go and listen to another radio show.
Oh, no. Why would I do that?
Ah, exactly. You can't
There's
stop
no one
listening.
as mad as you.
Okay. Thanks for calling, Amanda. It's always a pleasure to you. It's the last time we ever hear you on this show. Thanks so much. Thanks. Flipping it, Martin.
Richly entertaining.
Yeah, God, I know exactly why I blocked her, because she's a pain in the arse. Anyway, I'll get abusive emails now. I blocked her email, so... Martin, what is on your show this evening?
Oh, we've got a fantastic show. We've got Richard Osman on.
Oh, yes.
Richard Osman, Pointless Fame.
The biggest hands in show business.
Biggest hands in show business. A big guy.
Yeah, he's huge.
And he's on talking, because they're bringing back the Generation Game, and he's on it. See, what they've done, they've got...
Mel and Sue.
Saw
a bit of that earlier on, yeah.
I'm surprised they offered you that show. But anyway,
well, I'm ITV now.
I know.
I'm ITV.
I saw you with the kids.
Yeah. Kids Bop. Yeah, they were good, they were.
They were. You were doing a bit of dancing and everything.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed.
I thought it was excellent.
Yes.
They're doing the Generation Game. They're bringing it back. They've got Mel and Sue.
Yes.
And, of course, the BBC, they always like to hedge their bets.
Yeah.
Because Mel and Sue are sort of snarky Oxbridge types,
yeah.
right? The Generation Game's like a really family show,
very broad.
et cetera. And my feeling is that they've brought in Lorraine Kelly, your colleague, Lorraine Kelly.
Yeah, lovely Lorraine.
And lovely Lorraine. And lovely Richard Osman. They've brought them in to try and get the family audience.
Okay.
And what they'll do is fall between two stools and get no audience, is my
never want to fall between two stools.
Oh, it's so disappointing that when you...
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I like Mel and Sue a lot. I think they're brilliant, but are they
brilliant,
the
but
right
they're not Saturday evening TV.
No, maybe not.
You know,
maybe not.
I mean, you're Saturday evening.
I'm getting there. Martin, I've got, let me just take this. Martin won't be on at 1. Annie, you've got 10 seconds to be the last ever caller I take on radio.
Wow.
Okay, that was my plan all along, to be the last ever caller.
Well, thanks so much. You made it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, bye-bye. David. Oh, balls. David?
Last.
There we go. Yes, he was. Back on Monday at 10. Have a great Easter. Ta-ta.